A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. We are geared up for one more week of intense action when you look at Test match cricket. Today, 2nd to 6th, you will be seeing the India versus England Test match at Birmingham. On 3rd to 7th, you will see in Australia versus West Indies that's going to take place at Granada. But there is a very important update when you have to look at not just Birmingham, but also the Asia Cup of 2025. Now, many people were wondering whether the Asia Cup will happen after what Pakistan and India hostilities took place during Operation Sindoor. But now it's gone one step better. India versus Pakistan, Asia Cup is likely to begin, according to sources who have told Sports Today. India versus Pakistan Asia Cup will happen on September 7th. And the Asia Cup will begin on September 4 or September 5. Most likely it is going to be the UAE. UAE is going to host this edition of the Asia Cup, like there have been countless other Asia Cups in the past. It'll happen in the UAE. India versus Pakistan will happen on September 7th in Dubai. Now this continues the long list of sporting events in which India is going to be part of. Now during Operation Sindoor, India played Pakistan in a beach volleyball tournament in Oman. But India played under protest. Now, India versus Pakistan happened even during the squash championships, the squash doubles championships that took place just about a week back in Malaysia. India versus Pakistan is going to happen even in the Junior Asia Cup and in the Asia Cup as well. Now in the Asia Cup hockey, India versus Pakistan could happen in Rajgir. In the Junior Hockey World Cup that's India is going to host in Tamil Nadu in December, India versus Pakistan will happen because they are in the same group. Now, India versus Pakistan in the Women's World Cup is also going to take place. So this is a long list of events in which India versus Pakistan is going to play. Now, what was all the bluster after Operation Sindoor? It's just bluster. It's never meant to be officially initiated on the ground. Cricket, every other sporting event will take place despite everything that has gone on. Why should we be surprised? When there was Kargil happening, India versus Pakistan did take place in the World Cup. When Pulwama happened, India versus Pakistan happened in the World Cup. So when Pahalgam happens, why can't sporting relations continue? So this is the current situation that we have got. India will also play Bangladesh in August. There is political turmoil, there is all the other situations that's arising from that. But India versus Bangladesh, 3 T20Is, 3 ODIs, it is going to happen. So most likely whatever happened in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, it's just a waste at this point. Now, coming back into the test match that we are going to see in Birmingham. India versus England in Birmingham, second test match. What is going to be the status? Are we going to see two spinners? Are we going to see Jasprit Bumrah in action? Well, it is all still in suspense. Coaching staff and everybody else have stated that Bumrah is available for selection. But it looks as if the Indian management is like going to say, nope, it is not going to happen. Bumrah will be rested for Birmingham. Maybe Arshdeep Singh is going to make his debut. That is the one thing that we are looking at this point in time. Shardul Thakur might be replaced by Nitish Reddy and two spinners might play. This is the time to unleash a Kuldeep Yadav. But if India want batting depth, they may get in a Washington Sundar as well. So, this is the current situation when you have to look at the team playing 11. Looking at India's fetishness for batting very deep, I think India might opt for a Washington Sundar in place of a Kuldeep Yadav. So there is still a possibility that India will play 3 all-rounders, but it won't be a Kuldeep Yadav. There is still a chance, but it could be proven wrong. I could be proven wrong in that sense. So yes, India versus England, second test at Birmingham. You look at the weather update also. it looks pretty decent for today and tomorrow also. But on the sidelines of it, the India women's team continue their great run in England. They have managed to beat England by over 20 runs in the second ODI, that is in the second T20I that is taking place also. Amanjot Kaur, 63 magnificent runs, and Sri Charini also chipping in with 2 wickets in addition to the 4 wickets that she took in the first T20. I have ensured India have taken a 2-0 lead in the 5-match series. So the India women's team continue their impressive run in England, and that is why it's great news indeed. On the other hand, when you look at the India under-19 side, they did have a blip, a 1-wicket loss in the second match that took place. But actually, when you look at it, it is going to be very, very important. As far as the weather is concerned in Birmingham for the second match, look, it can be fickle. Some days it could rain, but it won't be as intense as it is. But with Birmingham in the Midlands, it could become very heavy. So that's why let's see how the weather is. It's been very hot. It's been very sunny heading into the test match, but it is not going to be easy in that sense. So we are set for another rip snorter of a test match in Birmingham. As far as other sporting events is concerned, Anderson Peters and Kishore Jana have pulled out of the Neeraj Chopra Classic. Kishore Jana suffered an injury. Anderson Peters has also suffered an injury. As far as the Club World Cup is concerned, Al Hilal have beaten Manchester City in the round of 16, and that is why they will now go into the quarterfinals. Manchester City have been beaten 4-3 by Al Hilal, and that is why it's a big, big feat. Wimbledon has seen a massive flurry of seeds getting eliminated in the early rounds itself. Alexander Zverev got eliminated, and that is why it's going to be a very big challenge indeed. Now the path is clear for most of the top seeds. Sinner, Alcaraz, everybody put on a good show, but then Zverev and everybody else, they just fell by the wayside in Wimbledon. So that is a big, big blow indeed. As far as chess is concerned, the Grand Chess Tour in Zagreb is going to begin very soon, and there was a very heartwarming moment in which Gukesh and Magnus Carlsen are seated side by side. Gukesh and Magnus Carlsen just shook hands, and that moment went pretty wholesome. It came in the aftermath of what happened in Norway chess at this stage in time. So yes, it's not going to be easy indeed. And as far as chess is concerned, Women's World Cup is going to take place on 5th. And I'll be previewing the Women's World Cup because there also 3 spots are there for the candidates. Let's see how it pans out in that way. So I'll take a couple of comments which is there. Priyanshu is saying shameful to play Asia, very shameful. Even to think of participating in Asia Cup. What do you think? Cricketers don't care for our citizens' life and soldiers' life. It's so unfortunate. Channels unbanned. What do you think? Free. I mean, for everybody, I will just say wait and watch. I will just say wait and watch. The drama is only going to unfold in the coming days at this point. But yes, if it does happen, for me personally, it is a massive, massive letdown and a disappointment. And I will also have to question, why should I support my Indian cricket team? Why should I support all administrators? When they don't give a damn, why should I support? So when will Jaiswal play T20Is? He hasn't played any T20Is almost here. Will he play some T20Is for the T20 World Cup? Let's see. Maybe it could happen in the Australia series, or it could happen in the Bangladesh series. Let's see. MRV, it's hard to think even we get a win. Leeds game was a good start, but we messed it up with a defensive mindset. Yeah, we did have a very defensive, safety-first mindset in that sense. Priyanshu, if India play 3 all-rounders like Reddy, Jadeja, Sundar, then it's a T20 team, not a test. It could happen. India want assurance for the batting. That's why Kuldeep, their genuine match winner, might not play. So, Priyanshu, freaking awesome 5-match series against Australia, SA and New Zealand. Well, let's see how it happens. Adesh Kumar, weather update. Some news media says 90% chance of rain. Is it right? Well, today it's okay, but the rest of the days there is a high percentage of chances. So let's see how it goes. Freaking awesome. Unlike Leeds, toss doesn't play a crucial role at Edgbaston. WTC at Edgbaston, England batted second thrice, but they won 1 game. They batted first once and won that game. Well, let's see how that pans out. Because see, India have never won at Edgbaston. But England also don't have a good record in Edgbaston there, except see, in 2022 they won against India, but in 2 contests against Australia, they have lost at Edgbaston. They also lost to New Zealand in 2021. So it is not going to be an easy thing in Edgbaston. They did win against the West Indies though. Canada Open badminton starts today. Yeah, I know Canada Open also begins. When is Neeraj Chopra event? July 5. And how much more batting? Last time scored 5, we need 20 wickets. Indeed, they do. Maybe team winning the toss would like to field first to utilize the juice of the wicket for the first 2 hours. Well, the juice of the wicket, I mean, see, Edgbaston's also flattened out. I think overhead conditions will play a role in that sense. Priyanshu, you're right. Virat's 149 was at Edgbaston, 149 and 51. He did hit that. So, yes, it's not going to be easy for the Indian team, but let's hope that they can make a comeback. They need to win one without Bumrah, because considering the fact that Bumrah won't be there for all of the matches, you have to start winning without him also overseas. So, yes, he might play, he may not play. It's all up to the manager. But then, yes, looking at all the reports that we've got, doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.